Hello? We're live.
Hello. We're living.
Yep, you're alive. You're living.
Yep. I'm live. I'm living. I'm thinking of what I'm gonna go eat soonish. I have not decided on that yet. But it is something that I will do, likely after this event.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Just knowing those intentions I have probably means that this bracket will have, like, close as fuck finals in every regard and a bracket reset.
Of course.
Yep. The usual. Anyway, let's
Match
find.
should be absence of sense versus overclock.
I do not know who Overclock is. I've commentated absence of sense a few times, though. That is a Fuckfest Europe regular. Good to see they are still on the grind. Hopefully they do not overheat versus overclock. Any overclockers in chat?
Not me. I have not overclocked my PC. I can say that.
None of it?
No, I have not. From absence of competence.
I mean, it's not hard. I've done it with a bit of my PC, CPU, RAM. Technically, my graphics card just auto overclocks. Which is kind of like the next thing I was gonna ask. Like, does your graphics card just, like, have a boost clock mode? I feel like most of them do nowadays.
Did you take it away? I
Oh,
am
where
about to
is
do that.
the where's the
absence
IP?
of sense posted it in event talk.
Let's talk about event talk. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's just a bit of a mess. I'm someone this for the hell yeah.
For the 200th time. F Mac? Not the most seen character, but still more seen than you might expect.
This is such that means nothing.
I think it means a little bit. She's in that category of, like, characters that aren't very good but are mostly easy, so, like, they have an inexistent number of players.
Tell me when you're saying.
Oftentimes, like, genuinely committed to them, even. Characters like H. Tono, Hell, if you go even further down the tier list, there's like a weird amount of HMech attempters throughout this game's history. I'm almost synced, but not quite. How kind of them to not skip the intro so I can make it ever so slightly further before they start. Well, on the stream, I'm seeing usage of Jump to C. That move's a bit risky, especially if you don't retreat with it. And I'm also seeing teching Aoko's ground throw. Don't do that. She will punish, or rather can punish, all ground techs, and most likely will. And with that, I'm synced. Or maybe I'm not. Now I am. Okay, we're in max. ID into orb, ID into overhead. Smash from the overhead, but a little too late. We are out though. Being a life deficiency with FMech is a little painful, especially if we try using gun when the opponent is in the air fairly close above us too.
That might get you owned, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, this character's fireball functions are pretty highly committal without really having that much anti-air effectiveness either, compared to stuff like Aoko Fireball. In part due to the amount of commitment, meaning that you can often just do more weird air movement that's otherwise kind of unsafe to punish it. Yeah, B-Laser. Okay. Oh damn, the orb placement after rain counter hit, that was cool, but ruins the combo. Overclock looking a little unprepared for a lot of their space control to actually hit. Still, they took that life lead though, even though as I am saying that they are starting to lose it, and as soon as I say that, they're starting to take it even more harshly. They're working to spite me, but hey, if that's what you need to win, so be it. I don't think the necessity to win requires you to
that's not quite the route you want
buttons over and over.
You want to do 2C 6C before for it to combo like that on the off the tech trap. Well, that risky hammer, but I guess it worked out. Didn't get punished, but
Overclock on match point. Just scanning with that jump A counter hit.
Yep, the match right out of your grasp.
Yeah, both players pressing pretty aggressively, but so far it's been working a lot more in Overclock's favor, just due to confirming more of their hits. Okay, yeah, we jump out, kinda. We jump and get a hit. Doesn't punish the tech. Let's see what Overclock is made of. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Not Overclock, absence of sense, shit. Okay. Quick challenge. That classic aggressive Siako player jump A usage.
I myself got mixed by An's character, seeing that, because I think they have Tono on the...
Yeah, they have Tono in their name. They're a regularly seen European player. And there's Siako on screen, which is like the most played character in Europe. Or at least was. Yeah, you gotta shield that if you're not out of range.
I guess that works out. You need to get a pretty clean hit to get the lead before timeout at this point, though. Okay, nice J to clear the orb. Actually, stay safe from that one.
Still take it, but
you really need to get it. You need to get a hit. You need to get a hit, and you're not getting it. Overclock takes it 2-0. Alright, next up is going to be Marsh versus Tintan.
The FNAC hero.
Yeah. Pay for it.
And who does Tintan play?
I do
I've
not
seen this person
know
either.
who they play. I've only seen them play Lumina.
Okay. They play Lumina.
I know they play Akiha in that game.
I wonder what the Lumina FNAC matchup is like. Probably can't be worse than FNAC versus most other things. After those, not familiar yet. FNAC is generally considered the worst character in the game, with not really any context. Not context, contest.
Well,
there's plenty of context
like
to why.
There's FNECO, and like some say maybe CNAC. I know. South says CNAC. She thinks CNAC is worse.
Okay, that's actually the first time I've heard that claim. I don't actually know anyone that thinks FNECO is strictly worse either, just due to FNECO actually having disjoint on moves past her.
But I can see the like her reasoning. Part of it was that, you know, being F Moon, you don't have landing recovery on its air normals, which are already like very like easy to randomly.
Right. I'm in the process of syncing.
We see FNAC versus F1.
I have not quite sunk in yet.
They didn't wait again.
The classic.
Yep.
When things never change.
Alright, okay, we get Earth Render. Now, interesting point to here is that Air Crow from NAC can get reflected by mirrors. Which
yes.
I don't know if Tintan knows.
Yeah, Tintan does not seem familiar with this matchup at large so far. Not most people are, unless you're me.
Oh, nice. It was a funky IH. We're not blocking out once we land. Well, before landing, actually. That is air blockable.
Yeah.
It's fairly safe to air block too.
Yeah, FNAC doesn't have the frame advantage off of it to guard break as effectively as Mech does, which is what his archive is based off of.
It's like so much smaller vertically too. It's like there really isn't much good for it.
Yeah, so it's safer to shield as a result too, and it's also just easier to stall it out with your air movement. Okay, Marsh continue to play the runaway game.
That's kind of all you've got with this character. Okay, starting to set mirrors. Yeah, this is going to prevent like crowing, but like falling crows at least. Jumps right into the
Don't tech out forwards against me. Distance on 5C, safe enough.
And runs it.
And air beam will take it. I'm not sure why I'm saying air beam. That is technically the grounded beam series. It forces Knack into the air in this moon. Good dash under into 2B. 3C. Doesn't throw that? No? Okay. Yeah, the 2 and 4 series, it's not plus. Getting a lot of respect, though, from Tintan. One more hit, we'll take it, especially if we do not tech out.
Perfect.
Yeah, enough Marsh on match point. Tintan also not looking ready for Knack's tiny body, as we see here. It causes some air to grounds to whiff, and even more downwards jump in hitboxes to do so if you're not ready for low active frames to become a factor. Got a tasteful tick throw. Going into beam at the end to try and catch something. We whiff, but we're safe.
Oh, 4B anti-air. Well,
didn't seem ready for it.
Oh, EX.
EX,
to
2
get
and 4
the meter, the mid-screen conversion. I think, yeah, that one can actually be plus, if it was the B version, I believe.
And
yes, 2 and 4B is plus. Well, that takes it 2-0 over 10-10. And we'll be heading to playing Simone Winners Quarters.
That'll be a fun tier difference in characters to commentate.
Okay, wait, hold on. Need to EQ blogs, not here. Next up, in theory, should be Ronine and the winner of Mateo and Valentine, but I think Mateo and Valentine actually just got in game.
See.
I might have to scream them.
They've been playing for 1 minute currently.
Well, yes, we get a bit of break.
You should let me just substitute in for the winner of Mateo and Valentine. I'm East Coast. My net's good enough. I can do BC air throw with both their characters. I can even do launcher into BC air throw with both their characters.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can. I double-checked Valentine to make sure they don't play HMech. I'm safe.
Yeah, in which case you would need to do JAC. How sad.
No, if I had to play HMech, I would just go back on this bit and not even for a joke say I'm willing to sub in. Fuck that character.
Well, that's the wrong. I forgot to update bracket. Dang it. I forgot to update the bracket command. Thank you, Ahiru, for making me realize.
Shout out to Ahiru for spreading knowledge to the world. keeping us updated on the things we need to update. Wish someone would do that to me.
What does that even mean?
I wish someone would keep me updated on things I need to update. Between my own brackets, exporting my tournament VODs, signing up for the green card lottery, changing my... I guess changing my laundry isn't the right term. Fucking, changing my bed sheets, that's it.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah. And maybe even updating Windows one of these days, but I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I will try to update my laundry, but last few times I tried, I was getting errors.
It's not the way you want. Shoutouts to M. Well, I guess shoutouts to M. You are a good FPCL player, but you're not in this bracket.
Shoutouts to M, you suggest good Nick Cage movies.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Still, are you? Do you have any updates on the state of Valentine versus Mateo?
They are in for 5 minutes now, so they should be reaching the end, on paper at least. It is Akia versus Mex, so I do see how it would take a little while. One of these characters doesn't take any fucking damage at all while being Sea Moon, which means she takes even more non-existent damage against Sea Mech, who leaves a lot of red health remaining in her combos.
I'm just gonna spectate it. Y'all be keeping the good music. You don't have to listen to sped up noises.
I like sped up noises.
You like sped up noises?
With the amount of times people play ahead in my bracket, sometimes it's all I know.
Understandable. God, the entirety of my furniture is falling apart. Okay.
Same. I'm surprised this
Mateo just
chair
asked
hasn't
if it was
collapsed
FT2. Okay, their set is over.
This says FT2, yes. I wonder who this means won.
Okay, Mateo won 2-0. I will now be seeing Mateo versus Ronine.
Okay. Akia versus Hime, fun times. Oh, this is the Akia without a jump in versus Hime, too. Fuck yeah. She's got ribbons, I guess.
She sure has.
Let's see if we can see Mateo overcome the top tier matchup. It's got a pretty sizable number of games under his belt, so I imagine he's got at least some experience fighting her. Then in the other corner of the ring, we've got RA9, who has been making some decent waves lately. We're getting pretty far in the last snailedom with a few upsets for the belt.
Okay, then. That's gonna be a 29. So yeah, Efime Siakiha, as she said before. I don't know what matches between these two usually look like, so.
I'm synced.
I am connecting.
For the first time in history, even.
Or I'm gonna black screen. Yo, can I get a black screen?
Any black screens in chat? Anyone's
Any
head
black screens in chat?
Yeah, anyone's head TV's just completely shut off. Like peeking into the void when we go eye to eye.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Just thinking of all the media where some fuck has a TV for a head. And now imagine that TV is turned off. Whether or not it's an analogy for dying, I guess is kind of up to you.
I see. I'm not sure what I should take of this.
We've been seeing Mateo hovering H Akia for a bit now. Wonder if he's intent on changing to that moon for this matchup. H does have the benefit of having the downwards hitting cross-up jump C to make falling on Hime a little easier.
And, you know, actually getting to kill her more on hit most of the time.
Yeah.
And actually getting to route into a hard knockdown pretty much no matter what the route is.
Yeah, very
She
importantly.
can actually do J2C and from pretty much any air combo. Still sinking.
Any sinks in chat?
Any sinks in chat? Is that the question? Really?
Yeah. Yes, any sinks in chat?
Well, good question. So, chat, any sinks?
Yeah, any sinks?
How am I still sinking? Whatever.
That is a good question. Well, as soon as you ask, it appears we have received.
Alright, let's go. We gotta get our first actually synced match.
Yep, Mateo does seem to be on Achakia.
I can understand the pick.
Pick, question mark. I guess it's a counter pick if you're still committed to, like, staying on the Akia simp train instead of actually counter picking. However much you can even do that with Hime.
Yeah, there's no real such thing as a Hime counter pick. Well, if Hime counter pick. Less bad picks.
We've seen floor presented once, and a nice immediate move forwards. with that one tip 2A. Mateo challenging, not getting jailed by the pillar. R9 looking a little off on their combos currently, though Mateo seems to not be immune to that either. And just 5 being Mateo out of the sky.
That was just completely whipped. Yeah, the thing with H-Akia, like resetting 5A, 6A, 4C, a lot of characters can't contest that with just buttons, but Hime's
got that length.
Yeah, our buttons aren't that fast usually, but like for their size, they're plenty fast enough. And they're faster, most of them are going to be faster than Akia 4C at that range.
For sure. Especially if you're going to SJ9 and pressure right after it. Probably want to present Akia's dash block a bit more in pressure.
A lot of respect for Mateo, even though like we're not getting the geysers that like should enforce that respect.
Just pretty aware of geyser, and it's just like I don't want to get hit by that shit. R9's gotten this far; they probably know how to press 2-3-6. Another drop.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, doing fairly quick routing into AAD. Wants to seal the meter for a little while longer, deny that heat.
Yeah, you're still denying the heat, but...
Yeah, better to wait a few seconds into 100 rather than very soon into 200.
Yeah.
And Mateo believing in that dash, not believing in his combo though. Clock's starting to tick. H-Akia can definitely come back from this life deficiency from here, but not when you're dead. The life deficiency, that one stun cannot be undone. Has occurred. Mateo going back to CSS, going back to his main.
Akia, yep.
Probably best to stick to character familiarity when you're going from one horrible matchup to another otherwise. And it appears that R9 is a little more comfortable comboing this moon too.
Is that how it works? No, that's not how you do that combo.
That is how that works. We also saw there that Hime's 2A, despite being a jab, you technically can't whiff cancel it.
Yep. I was doing the Moss special. Guys are actually
just a little
Pillar
late.
actually still clipping, but we're not getting a conversion on that hit.
Yeah, doesn't jump to 2C either.
Tries to instant overhead. Mateo actually hates out of the gap.
Okay, we are taking life lead. Jump 2C, no confirm though, and another 5B Abare. Mateo jumping a little too aggressively in pressure.
Okay, we get
landing
Mateo
funky,
on the
though.
board.
Mateo staying alive, drawing blood. Both players going to the top of the screen at round start here. We've got some frame drops. Hopefully those don't persist.
I agree with doing that with Hime, but you know.
Fuck it.
Well, there's your life lead, I guess.
Yep. Time to run away.
Oh my god.
Guys rising
really
against
hard.
no avail. Doesn't even have meter to confirm that as an instant overhead this time.
Yeah, not sure why you would go into the instant JA overhead without anything else. It's not like HMA where like at least does a bit more damage, so like you can't get your opponent scared of it, but I don't know. You get Pillar to trade with, well,
not holding back in the air.
Riven, there we go. I forgot how to say ribbon. I forgot the word for ribbon.
It happens. Off of me. Mateo trying to get a little bit of health back. Maybe hoping to force something out of that heat too. Life deficiency still looking a little painful though. And R9 just
This is
not really
the
giving
route.
Mateo the chance for very big starters, except for there, and that golden opportunity
And that's a
has been
kill.
lost.
It's pretty hard to enforce respect, like, mid-pressure with Siakiha if you want to, like, get back in. Because even TK Riven can be beat out in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and we see a very outspaced 2A. That's still not plus from there. Mateo getting some hits though, finishing a combo. We low shield, but we're not ready to input shield counter. Might have been crouch teching without preparation for the actual shield outcome. Mateo taking a game though. Funky hit, good use of pillar when air throw isn't an option. Not without doing a weird flight cancel first. We've got our knockdown, there's pretty seeable space in the corner. Mateo immediately burning that floor activation, and RA9 just not blocking against 236C. Giving Mateo just one more hit needed. One more round now needed to move on in the bracket. 5B not ready to confirm though. Not sure why no cancel. That move hits several times. There's no point in counter hit scouting with it. Yeah, command grab punish that, correct. And just mashes right after. Believes in asserting his turn in the post EX elbow scramble. Things looking pretty good for Mateo. And takes it fairly decisively for the last round. Prevailing over the matchup. I believe that shapes up the winner's top 8.
Yep. Which is now complete. I'm gonna get Smo versus Riven, Oi, and Overclock versus Mateo. Our top 8.
Okay.
So for Sonata versus Riven.
I forget off the top of my head who Riven plays. Smo, meanwhile, C-Arc, C-Hime, Enjoyer.
We're probably going to be seeing the CMA. That's kind of been his default pick as of recent.
He does have 214B as his sponsor, if that suggests anything. I'm not sure why he'd be sponsored by C-Arc 214B. That move is not as noteworthy as Hime 214B. They are in. I am in the process of entering, maybe even breaking. We are seeing Hime on the CSS, Riven, F Ryogi. Makes sense. There's a LAN player just named Riv, who also plays Ryogi, albeit C. So I guess if you have a fuller name, you should have like a fuller Ryogi on hand. I see you, Riven.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, all the evidence points to me being correct. If you're just Riv, you're Crescent Moon. If you're a fuller Riv, a Riven even, you are Full Moon, because you're Riv, but like more filled up.
Well, there's Riv LV. That's Riv's side.
Okay, but Riven Aoi is still fuller than that.
Well, sure. All right.
Yeah.
F Ryogi, C Hime. Hitting Hime is the best part of the Hime matchup. Yeah.
Pressuring her is the best part until she DPs your pressure. Things looking good for Riven so far, though. Mo trying to stay patient. Mashing out on that overhead, not ready to confirm, though. And Riven just find their way immediately back in as soon as they see the opening. Just ending on geysers. The outward ones are pretty nicely safe. We've got a Brute Heat. Trying to sniff out something with that dash of TK Wind. We're in again. That wind's not going to save you. Finally present the DP. Tired of that pressure shit.
We've priced the mash to win, but we get fly cancel.
Mash for you.
Oh, just a 2C mash. That button doesn't carry hard enough, apparently.
Seems not. And as soon as Smo got to play, just kept the ball in his court the whole time. Putting up some zoning. Riven rising, but not with a button to counter hit the pillar startup. Okay, no. But that move cannot be punished on landing. So if you're falling like that with Ryogi, it's probably a little harder due to not having downwards buttons. I know you could have like fallen with jump 236, I guess. Nice spot dodge, no confirm though. And Riven just believing in that mash, you're in max, why not? And Hime wasn't gonna let you heat anyway. No IH though. Smo crouching, giving some big deathly damage to Riven. Blood for blood. That wind's still sitting there, and we get to see its manual activation, exclusive to see Hime. A chargeable activation
it's an overhead
too.
JB. No, blocking on wake up after the misstack.
Unfortunate drop. We're immediately out again.
That's an unblockable.
Hime, one of the few characters with an air unblockable air move for some godforsaken reason.
One that like takes up a third of the screen.
Yeah. Air Fusees.
Oh, messes
No
up the
confirm.
confirm against an overhead.
One more hit will take
for
this
Smo
though.
that doesn't cost here too much. Your 2-2C just
Doesn't jump over 2-2C. Smo just waiting, try smashing something against the fainted approach into Night though.
Doesn't respect it. This is gonna
This
kill.
will kill.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised not seeing the C-Arc switch from Smo.
Same, especially when it's against Ryogi.
F Ryogi of all characters.
Yeah.
I think Smo has a... What?
Oh,
What is...
okay, sure.
What
Ground
are
wind
you...
into ground wind into brute heat.
That is one of the worst sequences I've ever seen. And you know it's not a desync because it's at the start of the game. That's... Well,
Maybe that's part of the
worked.
plan. We're switching to talk strats now.
Well, if by talks you mean completely, like, confusing. Okay, good confirm, actually. Getting the 5A confirm into an air hit. It's gonna kill, nope.
Confusing strats can be talks if they work.
Well, you know, Mo. On the phone.
I've played sets where every time I've gotten 100 meter, I've just done walk-up heat. Because I misinputted heat once.
So you just want to prove to yourself that you can eat.
Yeah, I'd still say it's a little tox, though, from the opponent's perspective.
Oh, definitely.
But hey, if it keeps working, why stop?
We do not get the momentum we wanted off that Vidya Moon to 1 for A. And on the verge of losing game 2 here.
Yeah.
Oh, double overhead hits.
1-1. The talk strats seem to be what we needed. Okay, fading back with that TK wind. I guess it's not a fade back if that's just a built-in aspect of the move. Get a few EX guards, could get more. If you don't straight up shield EX pillar, you have no reason to just EX guard the whole thing. It's subject to auto block. Okay, good mash from that low height guard on wind. These instant overheads finding their mark pretty often. Conversions leave a bit to be desired, but Smo still keeping up the offense either way. We've got a Hime kick. What's the mix? It is mixy, but not quite damaging enough, but an air-to-air jump A from Hime, no less, will put us on match point. Scramble dodge works out. Tries IDing, but gets stuffed. No confirm though. Just waiting on that heat. No, he does not have to interact with it for Oki. Yeah, just stall it out. You can just stay high in the sky for a fair amount of time. Ryoki's low active frames makes the chase is a little hard even if her reach is good. And we're doing it again. Smo just having a nice heavenly time up there. Getting air thrown though. Taking a bit more health off. Slowly am closing on the life lead, but the clock is starting to tick ever so amountedly. It's over.
Yeah. And that's the set.
Mo moving on to winners finals, as the projection suggested. Now we get to see who faces off with him between Overclock and Mateo.
Okay. So next up, Overclock versus Mateo.
Yep, C. Aoko versus C. Akia. Overclock proposing a connection test first.
I'll spectate anyway.
You know how it is with Italian routing.
Unfortunately.
Tragically, even.
No, you shouldn't be sorry. You know what you. That's true, chat. Tell that to Hime players. Question.
Let's see how things are shaping up in losers. Meanwhile, we've got RA9 making it out of losers round 1, as well as enough. Marsh, welcome to top 8. The both of you, welcome to top 6 even.
For RA9, yeah. So because of Blob's DQ, like losers round 2, which is the first match of top 8, losers should have been Blob versus RA9, but instead I basically put 10-10 in top 8 because Blob is just not there. Yeah, you know.
Understandable.
So yeah, RA9's at top 6. There we go.
Congratulations, Tintan. Tintan 100 even.
Sure is 100 in here.
Yep. Oh, Tintan is Kali Yuga. I have commentated this person before.
No, Kali Yuga is Overclock.
I mean, Kali Yuga's Overclock. I've commentated that person before. I'm getting mixed, but I'm not wrong on the pass.
On the what?
The pass. I'm still correct on having commentated Kali Yuga before, even if the person I'm conflating with the identity of Kali Yuga is incorrect. I was so incorrect that I accused them of playing Xiaoko when that is in fact correct.
What?
I mistook them for playing Xiaoko, but different, as one does in EU, obviously. Getting the first hit as well. Respects the orb set. And techs, don't do that. We don't tech this time, but it doesn't matter anymore. Might as well have tried teching that one. Overclock.
I'm getting upset.
Looking decently clean so far. And that very deep range, snagging a counter hit. Mateo thought he was safe, to no avail. Yeah, you're in Max, you might have set that orb. Doesn't quite get a hit on that floor debt, but just fly forward, engage in that Aoko air scramble you love so much. You got Aoko jump A, Aoko jump A even. And we try 5 being an orb, don't do that. Got a heat, getting back a decent amount of health, especially with Akia Guts. Overclock finding their mark once again, though. Fuzzies, without anything to confirm it into. Doesn't even go to rain to keep up pressure. But it doesn't matter. Mateo still finding himself on the receiving end of multiple Aoko limbs and spheres.
Limbs and spheres. That's one way to put it.
Yep. Oh, hi, Cat. She is putting her paw on my shoulder.
How sweet. It's a warning.
Extremely. It probably is. What she's probably telling me is, I want out of the basement. So I will do that after this match. As a result, sorry Mateo, but I gotta root for the person that already has the advantage so I can sooner get my cat off of my desk. However, if you win this next game and take life lead in the next one, I will start rooting for you. So far, however, Overclock does seem to be intent on keeping me on their side. Yeah, that's asking for a few too many frames. Still making sure to not land in the corner with wheel kick. Waits, but not waiting out of range of that heat. And still making sure to keep on that very small life lead. Overclock does not want to lose my support of him. See, even still nabbing that bit of life lead back with the end of heat. Truly, our love knows no bounds. Clock's starting to tick down too. And the overhead finds its mark this time. Not mashing it now. Overclock on match point. Determined to face off with Smo and get the cat out of my basement. I'll bring over that Riven. We haven't seen Mateo present the Siakia jump B yet in these cases where Overclock's above him. That move is good for poking and pestering people horizontal and above you.
You mean JC?
Did I say something else? I meant jump
You said
C.
JB.
Why? I was literally mentally visualizing the difference between Akia's jump Bs and Cs in my head. I know the jump B is the dab. This is just like when my grandmother asked her mom for soda instead of a smoothie when thinking of
doesn't quite get the
whole
four out.
time.
So Overclock does get some HP from this heat despite everything.
Yeah, Mateo on a pretty good life lead now. Determined to rob Overclock of my support. We're only on 20 seconds too, so Overclock's gonna need some good hits.
Yeah,
wanna get
that's
into the
not
knockdown
happening.
and maybe present some hero overheads. Now that's definitely not fucking happening.
Like, would have needed, like, a hit with EX Orbop, like, with the time that was remaining in the first place, so...
Yeah, I guess at the very minimum, you force Mateo into max, so he has slightly less ungodly amounts of meter for Sea Moon going into this potentially final round. Trying to press something after whiffing to C. Not the most advisable. If you don't get your counter hit the first time, just do it again.
Which baits the very, very unsafe reversal from Mateo with
that move
an
has
IAD in.
So much recovery. You can just dash across the screen and still get that punish. We're out though. Mateo not
recognizing. Yeah, not recognizing. Got the hit.
Maybe over intimidated by the orb that was long gone by that point. One more hit, we'll take it. We mess up an IED, we don't quite punish, and then we don't confirm our landing jumpy either.
Yep, Mateo dash blocking the orb. As one
We're trying to Riven mid-screen when Aoko, she's not going to interact with you. She's on...
I don't know what happened
Hell
to
for
Hendai.
days.
But can kind of assume what happened. Okay.
The beam hit him out of Riven.
Alright, so that's gonna put Overclock in winners finals to face Mo later. But first off, we'll be going to losers and to get
I do. So I will be back in a few seconds, probably, hopefully.
Alright. So next up, well, I'm just gonna wait for Web to be back here. We will be getting that versus Absence of Sense.
I am back. Possibly even returned. Yes.
So we should be seeing, was this FMAC versus FNAC?
I believe so.
Just waiting for Absence to join.
And so we wait.
Not that long.
Probably not. Indeed not.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm synced. Oh, we have F-Rees.
What?
Not an unreasonable counter pick. I believe this is Absence of Sense's original character, too. This character fucks Neko's up pretty fiercely.
Yeah, very easy confirms. Big range advantage.
Just going into 236 Ender off and alone will just do so much damage, it just completely skips the higher guts brackets and Neko health.
Just that alone was so much damage.
Yep. Oh, you're not dead. Okay, we do manage our meter with that. Kind of a funny attempt to catch too.
Okay,
Goes into C. I guess there wasn't much health to regain, especially when you're fighting F-Rees.
Yeah, you're still one hit away, basically no matter what at this point. No! Oh, I thought that would be unpunishable.
Not quite. 5B might have punished, though.
Maybe.
And we have an Air 5B to take round 1.
That's basically what it is, yeah.
Yep. Air guarding jump C. Beam. We're playing the runaway game now, though. Getting a counter hit. Giving us a 2C pickup on the ground.
Clean life lead right now for
that was just long enough to not have to.
Oh god, just 4.3k from 3 hits.
Oh no, you're hit by F-Rees. Going for a quick air combo ender though.
That's just. Oh, it was just 2 hits. Went for a perfect and even game.
Rees staying alive.
You're dead.
Yeah, on the flip side of things, Rees is not going to be taking much damage against you, especially once she goes past her first quarter of health.
It's roughly even so far, but it is a rough quest for Neff right now.
Yeah. Always in danger of losing life lead practically. Okay, going into beam again. F
Like,
Marsh one to...
even that was just so much damage.
Yeah, F Marsh not wanting to do much in the way of frame traps and charge moves and pressure, kinda understandably. Yeah, you want to throw that. Due to...
Dashes right through 3C.
The threat of 236C, probably. We are on the verge of taking a round. Wonder if that was intentional.
It actually avoids the EXCP. Oh no. Oh,
okay, we do
DP
avoid Freeze air throw ender. Does Efreeze have air DP?
Yes.
She does?
I'm fairly certain she has, like, it's really bad, but...
I've never seen this character air DP. I just see it on series.
Wait, does she not? Am I...
I think it's only series. Efreeze feels like a character that would have air DP for some reason, but I don't think she does.
No, she doesn't have an air special. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for sure she did, but no, I was mistaken.
She gives the vibe of one of those characters that has an air DP and never finds much use for it, right?
Yeah. Oh, she's just like Epsilon. She can't air DP.
Yep.
So many of them.
They truly are a match made in heaven.
That was more than one air dash. Am I wrong?
Yep.
What?
I think it was.
Oh. Does B-Clubs give you an air dash? You can cancel into even if you don't have an air dash?
The Nax and I don't know if also Nekos or not do regain their air dash after some air specials.
I see. Well, that must be it. Okay, we get around. We get around. Greasy counter.
Oh,
we don't get a pickup, however.
Doesn't fall with a button. Just out of range.
The dash under.
Button might have worked first. Yeah, we got that nice cigarette ender into a tech trap. Don't ground tech, even if you're fighting FNAC.
That was
looked
so
weird.
Sad.
That looked about as fake as the combo actually was. Yeah, 6C can also present an issue in this matchup. And Absence of Sense wins. Both these players have similar flags, but horizontal wins over vertical tonight.
Is that how was that what they were fighting for here?
Yes. What else?
All right, next up's going to be Riven versus RA9.
All right. We got even more Ryogi Hime action. Ryogi's not considered too bad against F Hime either, due to the spacing game she plays.
Yep.
Does good damage too. And Hime already makes most damage good, so she definitely doesn't like having to deal with things that are already considered good damage by default.
Yep.
I am in. I'm even synced.
I cannot say the same. Hold on.
While we wait for the sync chat, I'm probably gonna get a burrito shortly after this stream. Do I want to get a burrito with pork, fish, or mushrooms?
the first option?
Pork. The options are pork, fish, and mushrooms. We've got a vote for mushrooms so far.
Oh, another shout out to Hiru, but just this time.
Well, I'm not gonna shout out a hero just cause. I'm gonna shout out a hero for answering my question before anyone else. We've got two mushroom voters.
I can support the mushroom cause here. Alright, I'm synced. We can go.
We can go. Go where? That's for the players to decide. We go to And Nothing Heart. And Nothing is the heart. Adds pressure pretty fast, gets mashed on. R9 still having a bit of combo difficulty. 2B whiffing, but 2C hits right after. Even R9 was not ready for that. Got that eternally damaging OTG.
Throw key. Okay, we get the block.
Okay, we do shield out at an effective point. Can't really blow up Dan's shield by that point under pressure, unless she just ends it early. But Riv not losing that momentum. Trying to walk back. Hime walk speed not fast enough to leave pressure.
Didn't delay the 2C. Okay, Hime and Max. Could be dangerous if she gets a hit. Okay, doesn't burst. Everyone tries to bait that, but don't see it.
Yeah, well, we saw a throw whiff, so it might have just been a misinput. Flight, what's the mix? That's not mix.
Yeah, that was just like running away, kinda.
And here I was gonna say that is a combo though, but thankfully I only commentator's cursed internally that time. We're not blocking.
And 2-3-6-C, that's game 1, yeah, game 1.
Crouching too soon with that delay. Hover down with jump B. Good life lead for RA9 now. If he now dies, he can blame it all on me for saying that.
He gets overhead by counter hit by
I'm
the
sorry,
overhead.
RA9, if I didn't say that sooner, that overhead wouldn't have hit you.
Good DP.
Rapid firing that 2A, but not in range.
No, didn't quite get the routing necessary to kill. Dropped it.
Got a good IH though.
Yep. Good, nice life lead. 2-2-C, get some momentum. Tries to 2C repeatedly.
Walk out.
Yep, back walks the
Jump
attempt
C.
at jump in. Oh,
No, Ryogi's air buttons don't really have the active frames to deal with moving backwards either, in addition to having a hard time contesting directly. Goes into a quick combo. Just walking back, trying to wait for something. 5B's a little late though. That is a good amount of health back for Riven. And even more so relative to the damage done.
Okay, good mash out on the redash.
Yeah,
we don't get a full conversion again.
These drops potentially proving to be fatal, but we've got another hit. Yeah, just hit him with that force of revealing light. Riven taking game 2.
You mean RA9?
Their names both begin with R, it's the same shit. They're both from countries that are like kinda sorta Europe and kinda sorta Asia. Same shit all around. That's 5-8 out of that overhead. RA9 not ready for the combo though. RA9 is short for Riven Aoi 9, correct? Right now we are witnessing part of the original Riven Aoi's quest to exterminate all of his clones. And so far it's looking like number 9's time is coming to an end. But who's to say the copy can't outcompete the original? We're about to see some Hime kick action, and looking a bit shaken by 2C not hitting all 3 times, not allowing for a flight cancel. But who's to say Flight Oki for goers can't prevail? Yeah, you need 5-8 to make that an actual combo link, but if you don't tech, might as well opt for the greater damage. Sparkle goes away on hit. Walks forwards, might have been a DP misinput. Oh, that probably wasn't meant to happen. Geyser? No? And the original prevails. Next up, we have Absence of Sense versus Mateo. In our final match before top 4. Only one of these two will be able to leave the scene, saying that they placed as high as I did at Climax last year, or higher. Speaking of Climax, anyone in chat going in 2 days? Any Climaxers in chat? We got one Climaxer on the mic. I will be there to show people my horrible makeshift hitbox that is a potential tetanus threat. Expose people to the Tsukihime anime once again. Maybe go eat with people and tune into the table conversation at awkward timings, the usual.
Of course.
Winner was Riven.
Okay, because I went to the restroom.
Understandable. Any room resters in chat? We've got 2 on the mic. I might even use the restroom at Climax. Should I have to
That's
go
wild.
at some point during the 4 days I'm in Atlanta. No guarantee, though.
Mateo just went golly. Who says golly?
Mateo.
Well, clearly.
Yeah. You can see it right there, as clear as the moon when it's fully out. Maybe even as clear as the moon when you are straightforwardly standing on it. I'm synced.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying that I'm synced. I am synced as clearly as an ice cube that doesn't have that, like, white shit in the center that certain ice cubes have.
How come Mateo still doesn't wait for people to say start to the set? How long have you been playing? Just gets reset by the overhead.
He's gonna rush. He's gotta be somewhere. And that somewhere is Alk's power-up stage.
Let's go.
Bro, shield it, please.
Incredible. Incredible.
And then we mistime it with Akio Wake Up. Okay, we are blocking the anim overhead. That's good.
Why would you cancel the 1 for A after 60? Even stand block, I'm pretty sure it's worse. Well, well, I guess that works. What is?
Yeah, that's just 2, 3,
what
6,
is the entirety of the set? What is this?
Plus on hit does not mean you can set your Oki without a knockdown.
That's true.
Not finishing our food once again.
Yeah, this isn't a Shura Buster where you're playing Alice Secret and you can just like hit a B normal to 2-on-4 and nobody can do anything about it. Come on now.
Oh my god. You fucking degenerate! And just like whenever I'm in a tournament, the degenerates win once again.
See. To be fair, I feel like whoever would have won there. We would have lost. Oh, it's reset in the middle of that too. Mateo, reset again? That's perfect.
Absence of Sense seems to have picked up that Mateo has somewhere to be and is kindly trying to move the bracket along for him. And we're in max. ESC. Apparently we desynced. Desynced quite loudly too. 3 exclamation points worth of desync volume.
Desynced.
Desync, huh?
Thank you, Solid Snake.
Yeah. Speaking of Solid Snake, shoutouts to Hakimi, who is currently Twitch streaming Metal Gear Solid, apparently.
Shoutouts.
I will shout out anyone that plays Metal Gear Solid on stream, especially. Any Metal Gearoids in chat?
Metal Gearoids.
Yeah. I'm sure that's like some sort of like special enhancing drug somewhere in the Metal Gear universe. Maybe it's in the same game that had Hot Cold Man. Of course we don't wait for Sync. Is it a day that ends in Y? Is it a day where the universe is comprised of matter? If so, we will not wait for the Sync.
I don't think I've ever seen Mateo. Does Mateo ever wait for sync?
I think he's done it at least once when I've run brackets. I'm sure he's at least done it once just by virtue of how many he's entered.
Well,
Nice IH combo. Ensuring that even low health Akia is not capable of surviving. We've got nice air counter hit. Doesn't finish the combo though. Still on a decent life lead. These overheads not really opening Mateo up, but he's not challenging them ever either.
He's just holding back, so like I would just keep doing them until you find something else to do.
Yeah, you're at least getting chip.
You're getting FIP and the time's ticking.
Brute heat.
Knockdown is like super whack. Okay, good use of the few frames of invul on that.
Yeah, I wonder if that was meant to be an arc drive though. Either way, it kind of works, but
that was a reset.
It's not enough. That move is AUB.
Absence of Sense takes it 2-0 despite the desync. Okay, you can't go blaming your opponent for the match starting before sync happens, because you can stop it by just not selecting your character. It takes two. It takes two. Anyway, next up we're getting winners finals. We'll be first at 3. I'll be seeing Smo versus Overclock.
Okay. Overclock. That is their ship name.
Stop.
What else would it be? Would it be like Over Smock? That sounds stupid.
Over Smo. That's not the point I was trying to make. I was trying to just make you stop saying that.
Oh, you engaged in the conversation just now too. I also still think Overclock is better than Over Smo.
Okay. I don't want to discuss this anymore.
He's trying to shut the conversation down because I'm right.
It's not about you being right or wrong. It's about me not wanting this in the first place, Web.
Well, conversing or not, I am in. I am synced. I am. Both taking to the air pretty soon. Doesn't quite get under for that jump A.
This is a pretty rough matchup for Aoko.
Yeah, we just saw her ass get blasted out of the sky. There's 236 things, no Mash for you. Yep. Her asses?
No! 236A!
Okay, I guess that did prevent the rest of 236B coming out. That one singular piece of 22C. And that is how you take life lead. A nice neutral jump C counter hit into a solid 4K. Death.
That's death, yep. A good capitalization on the, like, one real opportunity he had to get damage.
No laser for you,
Yep.
don't tech, good.
But at least no meter on board for Smo right now, so Overclock can kind of run a more defensive game now if he gets the lead, but you gotta need to get the lead first.
Geyser shredding through most of the base control Aoko wants to throw out.
Messes up the air combo.
We're floating.
How did you get clipped by Pillar there? That's incredible.
Might have not realized what side they were on relative to Smo.
That's why I don't even understand how it hit.
Pillar kind of thick. And no
Yeah.
orb for you again. And
you
don't
tech
tech
that.
that.
You take that, that's free tech punish if the Hime actually goes for.
Yeah, this isn't really a case where you're... at least this usually isn't going to be a case where you, like, condition Hime out of not punishing you if you don't present ground tech at first.
Because, like, technically, if she hits you, like, really high up, she can get Flydoki off of it, but that...
There, she's just doing a punish into seeing if she can punish you harder. So taking the first game of the FT3, we're going into F Aoko. Generally the more stable moon for fighting top tiers with.
Yep.
Just due to having better buttons for getting into your face with and having more effective offense to run and not let you play.
I would actually argue it's more so that, like, well, it's because Aoko is just generally worse against other zoners because they clear out orbs very easily and she doesn't have buttons to keep up with them. Whereas, like, F Aoko, Fireball, and then just run her offense once she gets a clean hit. Plus, against Hime specifically, she can't even crouch to Fireball.
She certainly cannot.
Which means it's an, like, especially good option against her. Pillar Ender. Okay, we don't tech.
Do not tech. And that single counter hit doesn't kill.
Oh, we autopilot to 3C, that just whiffs at the distance.
Yeah. It appears even European F-Aokos are not immune to the most eternal classic F-Aoko pressure whiff.
Multi would never.
Ulti doesn't play this game.
That's why he would never.
Yeah.
Oh, that's minus. That's minus. Overclock doesn't know, ends up respecting it and tries jumping out instead of smashing.
We're floating.
And jumping in on Hime, like right above her like that, is a really hard angle to contest because Wind is just so big and so clean at that angle.
Okay, does tech this time safely?
Just 3C and like immediate 3C and pressure again. Smoke up 2-0.
Overclock looking a little unfamiliar with using this character's tools, even though both of them have 3C.
Yeah, I mean, probably not used to like structuring pressure the same. And you can still rebeat 3C as Siaoko is the thing.
Can't do it on whiff. Okay, we do get it on block. Pushing Smo into the corner.
Okay, this is looking more good.
Yeah, no
I was
win
gonna
for
say something
you.
else, but I don't really. Yeah, it's definitely like looking more comfortable in this game right now. But converts right into arc drive. It's gonna be a good amount of damage for how short the combo was, and then you meter is sealed for a bit too.
Yeah, that's especially
Just whiffs the
bad
OTR.
with how well Falco uses her meter, between using it to flatten neutral a bit and buffer offense significantly.
Honestly, at some ranges, like I would kind of start charging out of geyser range and stuff like that.
I would too.
It's like, especially if you have no meter at all, like you kind of need to represent something.
Yeah.
And you do need to stop. You see, there's something here which you just it just seems like Overclock got bored and just started running in at Hime, like when the life advantage was like the play even.
Yeah. Okay, good use of charge fireball to B+ on shield and just run in. Doesn't quite confirm though once more, unfortunate.
Yeah, that's like what you want to use it for, really. Just tries jumping that, but doesn't air block it. Seems really lost the matchup in general.
Can put Smo in grands. We've got a mix-up opportunity though. Empty low, working well. And just doing a straight slider in.
Listen, they have a small life lead that's going to be gone in a moment. Just get 2-2x, get your meter. So,
oh, he wants that orb. He wants to activate the end. That.
No.
No.
Okay, because that has no grounded recovery, and Overclock could have gotten knowledge by that, but we don't take out of the combo, and that's the end of the set. Smo's now staying in Grand Finals winner's side.
Brings us back to losers. We have Riven versus Absence of Sense.
This should most likely be Efryogi versus Efreys.
Battle of the big button bitches.
Something like that.
Yeah. Both with good damage output. The one can stomach hits pretty meaningfully better than the other. I forget if Ryogi's hurt box is weird for referees to combo or not.
Not that I recall. Maybe
guess
the 6B combo, but
it also might not matter with how much Absence has been dropping on other characters.
I guess that's also fair.
Or maybe they've been dropping because
It wasn't
Having
Ryogi.
exclusively on Ryogi, yeah. He's going to Reese again.
I'm ready when you are.
I am synced. If Absence of Sense wins this, he gets his run back with Overclock. And immediately 6C'ing in, getting that counter hit, forcing into the corner, hold this safe jump, hold these many 6Cs. Does Riven know? Well, I guess you got hit standing there, that's something. And an overhead on the land, giving Absence of Sense the first round. Nice. Oh, tries going for the aforementioned 6B combo. It does not seem to be hitting Ryogi at least the first time around, though. Standing up during Ryogi's 1+ frame. OTG that shit. Waits a little into the throw. The NM overhead gets blocked once again, though, ever reliably throughout this tournament.
I didn't get the centimeter for it, but we didn't need to.
We're good, though. Gets to keep that meter for next round. This is still FT2, so there's a little less room to make mistakes.
Doesn't get the air combo again.
Okay, Reese is behind, protected by that charge jump C. Nearing max. Good management and a good whip punish. Not sure why going for a jump after the cross-up dash. Maybe it was all a setup to do that fucking pressure sequence. Who needs mix when you have...
Minus overhead into reversal.
The oldest pressure sequence of all time. And now we're just letting them rip. This character can't do a whiff cancelable meaty from that distance. Might as well. Unfortunate non-confirm. You do not have the right to mash there. I guess that's mix. I was expecting that to be charged. Absence of Sense, opening well again. Riven not ready for the dash. Not the dash, the air hit. And again, not shielding F-Freeze 236C. A reminder to everyone in chat, Riven's dead, and that F-Freeze 236C is only slightly minus, and has the pushback to not be throw punishable either. You need to shield it if you want to punish. Absence of Sense moving into top 3. Getting to fight Overclock. Getting the run back. Probably not going to play F-Back this time.
Presumably.
I certainly wouldn't.
Nice.
I didn't expect that. I didn't actually expect that one to come out on mic. I was trying to cover that one for professionalism's sake.
This should be Siao versus F-Freeze unless we see another character once again.
Well, Absence does have a decent number of character roles. He's got Reese, Tono, Wara, Full Moon, he, him, EU. Lots of shit to choose from.
Got to swap the thingy. The layout, the overlay, you know what I'm talking about.
The overlay out.
Yes. Is that also their chip name?
No, that's just a layout. You have to block high.
Okay.
I am synced as well.
Tell me when you're good to go.
Second FT3 of the night. And that rain landing recovery. Effectively
oh my god! I wasn't synced!
Jump 60 forwards. But Alco Wake Up means we still get a 2A meaty afterwards. Oh, you want to do it? But you don't know the timing. Remember, that will not detonate if you poke anything into it, even a shield box. You need to move your collision box in first. And then shield. We mash on hit. Against a move that's plus on hit, no less, but we're good, I suppose. Absence, drawing first blood. A nice fade back jump A, denying the American flag. Fuck the flag. Not confirming, though. Taking a good chunk of health out.
Just wake up heat.
Heat hitting the extended green of 5B. Absence just consistently getting these counter hits and either avoiding or just getting the upper hand in most scrambles too.
Yep.
So one to be patient.
To throw, but not in range yet. Did not dash in deep enough.
And when to punish.
For absence of sense.
Good rising jump A. And another one. Seeing a lot more scouting from Overclock now. Looking to get a perfect here. And the overhead hits.
That's a perfect.
That orb obscurance. Was a bit at risk of getting thrown, but we're fine. Oh, that probably wasn't meant to come out. Or at least I hope it wasn't.
DP out, or back to neutral, but seems to be struggling a bit to get in here.
I'm not sure if 2B is actually comboable off counter hit.
He combos off the overhead, but a bit too far. That's 64C. Okay,
got blood heat again.
It's near even right now. Okay, misses
Good
the
punish.
AD. Oh, misses the tech trap, however. Get anti-air DP. It's not much, but at this point, trying to get any hit we can. Misses the tech trap again. Okay, this should be it. 1-1.
1-1. And gets snatched again. Okay, good 2B counter hit. Doesn't time the pickup right, though. Okay, an effective shield. Doesn't get the combo, though, and gets punched all the way to the corner. Doesn't shield, and it works again.
Does it again.
Absence halfway to grands.
I don't even know what to say. Tried backdashing it, but mistrains it. Just mash it, mash it.
Fuck it.
That
doesn't
keeps safe in the
confirm,
distance, and this
I guess
should
if-
kill. No, we get the drop.
I was gonna
again.
say, if you drop into that combo, you could have gotten an actual kill, but no. Still, only one more hit. Very scary air throw chase. Not dying for it, however. That would be death if we confirmed. Overclock meanwhile, just flying everywhere. Trying to get some death by 1,000 cuts action.
I mean,
might not want to
got halfway through it right now. But it's just one more game needed for absence to get into grand finals.
And get revenge.
True, that's even more important.
Okay, we are mashing out those overheads now, but not ready to confirm. We do get a nice gap DP, but not looking to actually shark the text at any point. Oh yeah, that was a weird me combo.
That is something that happens to you a lot.
2B autopilot. The greatest bane of Reese.
Good
and our 623B does get a counter hit into an actual confirm.
Big orb gets respected, just trying to move around it. Again, the 63 is just finding their mark. Counter hit or not, still, you know, eventually pretty much all of them are hitting.
These jump C's slowly breaking Overclock down. One more hit too.
Okay, doesn't heat this time, but doesn't respect the pressure string. He tries to jump out or mash out, doesn't get counter hit, still cuts the kill.
America! World Team Police. That's facing the DP this time, giving us a nice combo.
Not sure if that was, you know, purposefully avoiding the DP. Oh, we get...
I guess the combo could be nicer. A friendly combo. That would have been a nice combo, though, if it hit.
Yeah, wouldn't have been a lot of damage. That Riven penalty got stacked. How,
It's not about damage, it's about swagger. That move has been in competitive Pokemon since, I believe, 8 years ago now? No, 5 years ago. 5.5 years ago.
X and Y. It wasn't X and Y, wasn't it?
No, 7. Why did I go from 8 to 5? It was in 2015.
Because it got banned because of Klefki. Anyway, Overclock.
7.5 years. We'll kick. Ain't got much in the way of landing recovery.
A 2A stagger into throw.
And flying forwards with the jump A's. Not even scouting for counters, just wants to get that extra bit of damage to widen the life lead.
But it wasn't a counter hit, so did the right thing there. Big life lead, but we've seen absence turn these around. Especially with the IH being, you know, potentially on board. There's a lot of red health. But not if we're throwing away that meter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't agree with that. I would have waited for a chance to be minus.
Well, never mind. It's going
6A.
perfectly well, I guess. No, okay, not too perfectly. Just the X orb, please. No, doesn't set that. Okay, one more hit from either is gonna kill now.
And does not get plus frames for once. We're at 2-2 as a result.
Yep. That F360 is minus most of the time on stand block, whereas it's always plus on crouch block.
Personally, I would have done 2-360 as soon as I saw the stand block. Should have committed to the game plan.
Honestly, yeah.
And
we get
almost goes for an ambitious tech chase, but way too many frames needed. Yeah, good punish.
You get the corner carry, just charges. I can understand that.
Yeah. You're not on a life deficiency, so might as well get a bit more meter.
Deficiency, it's not a vitamin.
It can be. They are essential.
Tries to scout out Absence doing something out of that pressure swing, but just respected.
One more hit.
6-8 gets clipped. Tries to backdash the overhead again, but it's too slow. Yep.
I think they're just trying to backdash any gap they can find in pressure to make space instead of backdashing in response to something.
Yeah, that checks out. Those were pretty immediate backdashes. Could probably have been buffered.
Yeah.
Good recognition on that combo.
Yeah, especially because if you're not in the corner against that move, you probably want to spot dodge instead so that you can actually stay in range to assert your turn.
Yeah, unless you get 2-2 succeed after.
Well, you're still in range to better shield and punish it, if you expect that to happen.
Okay, Overclock about to reach max here. Gonna burst.
Immediately burst. Does not want to get a
smashed
chunk
away
taken out
because
of
the orb gets misplaced and actually blows up before Reese able to be hit. Misses up the IH combo.
Into an empty low. Yeah.
And that's going to be an AAD to end the set.
Potential coming.
Absence of Sense takes it 3-2 over Overclock, and we are going to be seeing them in grand finals against Smo.
Making it all the way to grands from losers round 1. An impressive trek. Can they take it all the way through, though? Or will they have to settle for the silver? Find out. Very close to right now.
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to handle the QA matchup. The reason why Reese's weapon looks like a cello is because it's one. It is. It is.
Well, technically, they weren't asking if it looked like a cello. They said a violoncello, which is like the ship's name between violin, cello, and
that's just what it is in better languages.
I don't know what the on represents in the ship name. What OT3 this is supposed to be? I don't know. Necrophon, the European Atriogi player.
Why is this getting turned into a copy past?
It's because we didn't have a copy pasta all tournament. We can't go for the entirety of it without one.
You know what? Makes sense.
I really hope this is what gets spammed in chat next time, like NMO plays in Snaildom or in Fuckfest NA. Or tomorrow.
Why does Race Vife's weapon look like a violoncello?
Speaking of which, any Yanks in the chat? We are running one of these for North America tomorrow.
You can register at start.gg/meltyblood.
Yes.
Link in chat, like right now. Or, yeah.
I'm synced, by the way.
Alright, I'm good to
Okay, we're starting with the round start 6C. Wasn't expecting an air hit, though. I wouldn't have either. Both trying to space with their specials. One's gotta commit a little less to that, though. And even with that preemptive flight mode, we are not able to punish 236C. Going through pressure pretty fast. Tries pressing something after, but you're not going to play that spatial jailing game against Team A with Reese. Yeah, Ree's air throw is going to feel extra depressing in this matchup.
Yeah.
That's why we got a knockdown with that, and her giant fucking collision box means that we can't do jump over Oki. We're over here. Will this kill? Not quite. Reese Wake Up also fucking up the falling charge jump 6B, but a fatal DP will give Smo first blood. Just wants the wind up, I guess. No longer wants the wind up. Yeah, still gotta watch where you fall while that's... Well, on screen is not the right word.
Not quite.
Expects the 6C whiff. Doesn't cancel in time. There we go. We finally shield 236C though. You'll love to see it. Truly, if there's anything to lead us to believe that Smo will take this tournament, it's the ability to shield 236C. Opening with a jump B counter hit for this one, but getting mashed on hit. And 236C finding its mark again! Just advancing across the screen with wind. And tried pressing something right at the end. Smo also not immediately canceling that EX shield. Absence on the board. Yep. Good shields. Denying the 236C clownery. No tech for you. No tech for you once more. The EP trade does allow us to exert some pressure. But he made DP so big. Sniping with charge jump 6B from so far. And goes for a metered punish just cuz. I guess if we weren't Sea Moon, we managed our meter.
But we are.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing dash up shield
Clean
now.
counterhead, but we don't get a follow-up, and again, just messed up the combo. We don't block the overhead this time. I wonder what Smo tried to do. He tries to dodge it.
The animation for something. Spot dodge working well this time.
Really doesn't have a lot of recovery, though.
Not that you need it.
Tries to get it and gets called out.
Or 2-3-6Cs are finding success so far. Still not doing too hot against this wind, however. A falling jump C will put Absence on the scoreboard now. Not just any board. The board of score. Got that confirmed, now tech out.
Mo on his way to perfect. He gets another clean hit here. Okay, gets CP'd.
Yeah,
Chupi whips the croucher.
Yeah, tries T-King something too, to no avail. One more confirm. See that I said confirm and not hit? There we go. Smo halfway to taking the bracket yet again. Waiting slightly, might have been worried about the DP, but it's coming anyway, just off shield this time. Clash moment, doesn't jump cancel. Yeah, calls that out, get that shit out of here. Mashing heat to reduce. Why would you do that?
Yep, okay,
get another DP off, of course.
Yep, so Absence did not know that that move, that's no grounded recovery and you need to punish it in the air.
Reminder to watch and listen to the stream so we can get all the knowledge checks out of the way before you play these characters. If not quite enough to kill, one more hit though.
Tries to 2-1 right across the screen. Yeah, not much Reese can do in that position here. The backdash is a 6C, but that's pretty much a neutral interaction.
Oh, holding on to that small life lead.
But if Absence had JB'd instead of that JC, yeah, you're not catching that. And Smo still goes for the hit.
Yeah. Understandable, because you can't block air guard in flight mode. Smo up another game, he's just one more to take the tournament. Tries to be very American. Might not want to take the tournament after all. No overhead for you this time. Dashes deep, doesn't do anything though, gets smashed for it. Nope, that just straight doesn't reach far enough this time. Tries to get out of the corner with that 2C. Advance a bit, nah. Smo on match point now. You can't spot dodge that, that's a hit grab. No overhead though. That can technically act as a guard break setup. Teammate kick is air unblockable for some reason.
Oh, right, that's
But
another
it has
questionable
a
thing.
kind of high up hitbox.
Yeah, I can't really... Oh, gonna get killed? Yep. Alright. Halfway to reset if we get this... This next...
Okay, going back to the tried and true shield into wind to punish that. As God intended. You're standing up. Watch your feet. Sand blocks, but he may buttons. Too slow.
Does it again?
Yeah, we're trying to 5B off of me. God, why?
Near even game here. Okay, baits the DP with
Right out
5C.
space. Takes life lead. And just 5Cs 2-2.
Almost gets the
Almost
full round
a
right off the
full
bat.
combo.
Oh,
Nope,
guys beats
outspaces.
that at that range. Yep.
You're not DPing this character unless she lets you.
To be fair, Smoke kind of has been playing in a way that
True.
he was kind of letting it happen.
Air hit 5B, not really able to do much off of that
Instant
from
overhead
there.
gets counter hit. Gets the match, we don't get a confirm from it. EX shield 5 doesn't counter hit.
No counter hit. Still a good life lead for Smo so far.
Doesn't get the route proper here. Not sure what he was going for. Very solid life lead. Can ELTG out of that?
OTGs. Tries going for a dash under afterwards, but still isn't facing the right way in time.
Yep, that should be it. And the shield to in response to the 236C, and you cannot do anything out of that, and Smo takes it.
Yep. Throwing Absence into the Twister for 236C crimes. Both a literal Twister, the floor game Twister, and the movie Twister, all at once.
All right. This is gonna conclude the bracket for today. Smo, well, congratulations to Smo for winning the first Current Code Europe monthly for community server.
Congrats to Smo.
Yep.
The community has been served.
It has been served. Is that it?
Yes.
Well, in any case, thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you, Webb, for being here for commentary. Admittedly, very last minute. I appreciate your help a lot.
I appreciate Absence not resetting the brackets so I can eat. I do also appreciate being here, but I think the thing I'm going to be appreciating most today is my fucking burrito. Probably going to contain mushrooms, as the council has decided.
That's true. That was decided. So, that the NA event will be happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. Will be streamed on Mountabay's Twitch channel, or twitch.tv/mountabay__. And you can still register for it if you are in the continental United States or in Canada at start.gg/meltyblood. That's it for me. You assume it's also it for you, Webb?
Well, it's not my fucking stream, so unless you're offering me to hijack this shit, I believe it is.
No, I'm not asking you to hijack. All right. So, is there anyone up for rating right now? I did not have Twitch open. If there's a Melty stream, I might do that. If not, that's what it is. It doesn't seem to be one, so I'll be sending y'all to wherever the hell you want to go. Thank you everyone again for watching, and see you next time if you're on my channel, or see you tomorrow on Mana Base channel. I will be commentating that. Peace.
Is